like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Micah Parsons.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
On first down, Justin Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
The numbers on the ground for Ferguson last week. 14 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 1.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this off.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jamison Williams
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Damone Clark
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll hit Jackson, complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
These two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
Herbert throwing again. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jackson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons.
Now 2 sacks for him already.
Quarter of play. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there, 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, Ferguson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll try to run down here with Ferguson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
They're looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown!
CeeDee Lamb.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-0. They drive there, only spanning 3 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Open man right side is Ingram.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert sets up the screen to Robinson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Herbert now.
Quick slant, Dotson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Herbert back to the air. That's caught by Jackson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone.
It's Jackson again on the reception.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 6 yards away.
And the Commanders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos on to try the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. Williams brings it in. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Ferguson up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
They start out with a run by Ferguson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it. This is Ferguson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try Ferguson again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Throw right side, complete to Dotson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Back now in Arlington.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Herbert. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson
from 17 yards out.
And the Commanders... to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Going up the gut with Ferguson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Jackson's got it over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Herbert on 1st down now. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Herbert throwing again. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On second and goal, Herbert. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. Let's get a bit closer. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it concluded with the touchdown pass to Antonio Gibson. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On first and 10, Herbert. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. One last throw here for Herbert. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
I'm not lying.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them.